Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning. It's not afternoon yet. Good morning, everyone. My name is Drew Andrews, and I am the Assistant Director and Technical Assistance Coordinator at the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities.
And I'm Iris Neal. I am the Program Manager for Outreach Coordination at the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities. Welcome.
We'd like to welcome everyone to our presentation, and today we're sharing the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities, also known as FCSUA, implementation of the Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition Program Act. And the Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition Program is also known as FPCTP. So there are four major parts to the Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition Program Act. The first is that it established the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities at the University of Central Florida. It also established Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition programs. Additionally, it funds scholarships for students to attend approved Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition programs, as well as it funds startup and enhancement grants for those who have approved programs. What is the purpose of a Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition Program? From the legislation, it states to increase independent living, inclusive and experiential post-secondary education, and employment opportunities for students with intellectual disabilities through post-secondary education programs. And to the right, there's a picture of 4 students who are in a culinary arts program that is part of a Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition program. Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition programs have certain requirements. They include a meaningful credential or industry certification must be the outcome of the program. They must focus on employment outcomes. There must be an inclusive context. Students must participate no less than half-time, so their enrollment must be at least half-time. It also requires a definition of satisfactory academic progress, and students need to meet that requirement, just as all students do in post-secondary programs. It also requires that the Federal Comprehensive Transition and Post-Secondary, known as CTP, program application be completed by the program within the first year. And what this will do is it will allow students to complete the FAFSA form for student financial aid.
I'm sorry. Just like degree-seeking programs at different colleges, FPCTPs offer a variety of credentials for students to earn. Some are specialized with specific program skills, and others provide a path or a set of courses where the students may enroll in a specific program, such as those at technical colleges. The programs that we have right now that are Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition programs are located on several colleges in our universities in the state. Florida Atlantic, at both of their campuses in Jupiter and Boca Raton, have the program called Academy for Community Inclusion. FIU has a program called, I believe it's embrace, right, Drew?
Embrace education. True.
Embrace education. Florida Gulf Coast University has the Soaring Eagles. Southeastern University has the Lynx program. And, the University of Central Florida has the program for, it's ACI?
Inclusive Education Services, IES.
IES. And I apologize, everyone. I'm still learning all of these programs. And University of South Florida just started a program called You Matter. At our state colleges, we have programs at Broward College, at two of their locations in Fort Lauderdale and in Coconut Creek. We have a program at the College of the Florida Keys, and they're just starting a program in the Upper Keys in Key Largo. Indian River is offering a program in Fort Pierce, and they're starting a new program in the fall at Vero Beach location. St. Petersburg College has a program. Santa Fe has a program, Santa Fe College, and you can't see it.
Tallahassee Community College.
Tallahassee Community College. I'm sorry, I can't see the slide. Our programs at the Technical College are at Lee County, Lively Technical College, and McFadder in Fort Lauderdale, Okaloosa over in Fort Walton, Orange Technical College at the Westside Campus in Winter Garden, Robert Morgan, and Sheridan Technical Colleges. So each of these programs offer different types of credentials. The credentials are just like the college degree programs. So you may have a student interested in just learning about getting ready for work, and they could go to the program at Project Access. They've created a special pathway for students, and that program is at the College for the Florida Keys. There are other programs that work in the different areas of the culinary arts, and there are so many specific degrees or credentials for the culinary arts. We have programs that work with just getting an understanding of the arts, becoming a chef's apprentice. Baking and pastry is a completely different program than just the chef program. How to become a safe serve handler, which is required for all restaurants and all places where food is handled. Many of our programs offer first aid and child care certification. There are programs that are in healthcare and in hospitality. And what's really fun are those at the technical college where they are working on specific trainings that students can become welder helpers or electrician helpers. And down in the Florida Keys, or the College of the Florida Keys, they offer a work diving course so that students can learn how to be in the industry with boating and oceanography. That's a really cool program. And we also offer programs in customer service, in the Microsoft skills and clerical skills. OCPs are occupational completion points. And for students with significant disabilities, these can be modified for them. And so our technical colleges have adapted this so that they can take some of the occupational completion points and get their credential. So they could become a desk specialist or a security guard or a healthcare worker.
So let's talk about the students that enroll and participate in Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition Programs. And again, this is from the legislation, the Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition Program Act. And it states that eligible students must be a student with an intellectual disability, as that term is defined in federal legislation. The student must physically attend the eligible institution. Now, for the past year, we've been in a pandemic, and lots of students have been working remotely from their home who are students enrolled in Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition programs. But typically, students participate on campus in Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition programs, and we all look forward to being back on campus and being back together and being safe. Next, a student must submit documentation regarding his or her intellectual disability. Now, this may include an IEP that states that the student is a student with an intellectual disability. It might be a psychoeducational evaluation from a medical doctor. It could be an evaluation that is conducted through vocational rehabilitation services. But individuals enrolling must provide documentation regarding their intellectual disability. So let's talk about scholarships. Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition Program scholarships are available for eligible students attending the approved programs. So if a student is enrolled in a Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition Program and would like a scholarship, they will receive $7,000 as an annual scholarship. This money can cover all costs charged to student accounts. Some examples of different things: tuition, fees associated with specific courses like lab fees, fees that are program specific, such as perhaps a mentor fee or an internship fee, books, technology or other equipment that the student may need in their program, travel, for example, to participate in Skills USA events for those who are involved in a career technical education program, transportation back and forth to the program, as well as paying for industry certification exams. So there are some examples of how students can spend their scholarship dollars. Any dollars that are remaining are distributed to the student at the end of the year. So this is a great resource to students.
Our website has lots of information for families, and I noticed that in the poll that we're about half and half of people who have a student that is interested in attending a post-secondary program, and then those who are have other interest in learning about FCSUA. Our website includes a student and family section, which includes a listing of all the programs, all 19 programs across the state. It shows a map where these programs are located, and it provides a video for each one of these, where you can reach out to the program contact too. In this section, we also have information about our scholarships and how those can be accessed for students. We provide student resources here too, which include things like hey, what do I need to do to get prepared for college? And how do I get ready for college? For the post-secondary institution tab, this is where we have information for universities, state colleges, and technical colleges if they're interested in having an FPCTP and the process for that. Drew is our technical assistant coordinator, and he works with these institutions to help them prepare for becoming a Florida certified post-secondary comprehensive transition program. In our K-12 section, we have information for K-12 teachers and how they can access or get students prepared for college. Then we have a series called College Matters, and this was coordinated with FDDC and with the national level, Think College. And these are webinars that are going on now with different topics for teachers and professionals and families who are interested in having a student go into a college program. Our community section just has information about the community agencies and how to work with building interagency collaboration. And then our events and news page is going to be updated soon. It includes all of our webinars that we have and all events that we have upcoming. We'll have our newsletter here that will provide you with information of what's going on at the different programs. We highlight all of the different programs in our events, in our newsletter. Our annual report is provided to legislators each year in October. And this is a summary of all the activities that FCSUA does in regards to the Act. And Drew, do you want to say anything else about the annual report there?
Well, I just want to let folks know that there's lots of information in the annual report that are part of the reporting requirements that we report every year in the annual report that's submitted to the governor, as well as to the Senate and the House of Representatives. And so there's lots of information in our annual report, and that's on our webpage under About Us. At the very bottom of the page, all of the annual reports from the 4 years that we have completed here at the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities. I also want to remind folks that we have an exhibitor booth as part of the DD Day today. And so after this presentation, we want to make sure that you visit our booth and all of the programs that Iris mentioned earlier. There are links to those programs. There are brochures about the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities. And on the upcoming slides, you're going to see information about how to contact us at the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities.
Do you want to go ahead?
I just wanted to share, currently, we have 19 programs on 24 campuses, and we're really excited about that. But there are so many more campuses out there that need to create Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition programs. So for our participants today, I just want to encourage you to find out more about Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition programs. And if you have a state college, a university, or a technical college that's near you that you would like to participate in and you would like to see a Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition program started, please contact us. We're working with several technical colleges and universities and state colleges right now for the coming year, for those that will be establishing programs that will be started next year. But there are 120 eligible institutions of higher education where Florida Postsecondary Comprehensive Transition programs could be established. And so we're trying to share this information with everyone so that everyone knows about this wonderful opportunity here in Florida. And our state has really set a standard that no other state has, where the state is providing this wonderful support to support the development of inclusive higher education programs. I did want to remind you, though, that the programs are for students with intellectual disabilities, and the students must have exited the K-12 system. So once a student exits the K-12 system, they should be prepared and have already been looking at Florida post-secondary comprehensive transition programs in the state that they might like to attend. Some of the programs have an age limit of 26. Others do not have an age limit. And in some programs, there are people in their 40s and in their 50s that are participating in the Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition programs. So please visit our website because there is a wealth of information there, lots of links. And as Ira shared on the previous slide, you can also go to YouTube and simply type in Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities, and you will find our YouTube channel. And whenever we have an informational webinar, it's posted there on that YouTube channel. And so you're welcome to watch those videos to find out more about specific programs or about specific functions of the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities and how we implement the Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Program Act.
And so all this information that Drew just mentioned is in our exhibit booth. If you go onto the website and look down at exhibitors for the website for DD Day, and look down at exhibitors and find FCSUA, or Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities. In there we have the brochures for the programs that have brochures available. We have a listing of all the programs. We have information about FCSUA and what we're doing to help expand the services for students. So we hope you visit our booth. And if you have any questions, please type a question in the chat box. Our contact information, let's go to the next one, is on the last slide. And Janice Seabrooks Blackmore is our executive director. You can contact her. You can contact Drew or myself, or go to the general fcsua@ucf.edu email and just type us an email there, and we all get it.
Again, thank you for joining us today. To find out more about Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Programs around Florida and more about the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities at the University of Central Florida. We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you.